हेलो चिल्ड्रन, वेलकम टू असा एजुकेशन। आज हम कर रहे हैं एक्सरसाइज नंबर 50 ब्रेनन मार्टिन बुक हाई स्कूल ग्रामर की जो है इसमें जो टॉपिक ले रहे हैं वो है द इन्फिनेटिव्स। यहाँ दिया हुआ है कंबाइन टुगेदर द फॉलोइंग पेयर ऑफ सेंटेंसेस बाय यूजिंग इन्फिनेटिव्स। एग्जांपल के लिए नेपोलियन वाज वन ऑफ द ग्रेटेस्ट ऑफ जनरल्स। ही इज यूनिवर्सली एक्नॉलेज्ड। सो नेपोलियन इज यूनिवर्सली एक्नॉलेज्ड टू हैव बीन वन ऑफ द ग्रेटेस्ट ऑफ जनरल्स। यहाँ पे दिया है कि it will be noticed that if we have turned one of the sentences into a phrase containing an infinitive. तो एक्सरसाइज देखते हैं क्या है। He did not have even a rupee with him. He could not buy a loaf of bread. का आंसर होगा, या इसको जब ज्वाइन करेंगे तो कैसा बनेगा? He did not have even a rupee with him. ये तो पूरा सेंटेंस सेम आ गया। To buy a loaf of bread. दूसरा है every cricket team has a captain. He directs the other players. Same sentence रहेगा. Every cricket team has a captain to direct the other players. You must part with your purse. Only on this condition, only you can save your life. You must part with your purse to save your life. He went to Amritsar. He wanted to visit the Golden Temple. He went to Amritsar to visit the Golden Temple. The robber took out a knife. He intended to frighten the old man. The robber took out a knife to frighten the old man. I speak the truth. I am not afraid of it. I am not afraid to speak the truth. The insolvent's property was sold by the official assignee. The insolvent's creditors had to be paid. The insolvent's property was sold by official assignee to pay his creditors. He wants to earn his livelihood. He works hard for that reason. He works hard to earn his livelihood. The strikers held a meeting. They wished to discuss the terms of the employers. The strikers held a meeting to discuss the terms of the employers. He has 5 children. He must provide for them. He has 5 children to provide for. The old man has now little energy left. He cannot take his morning constitutional exercises. Old man has now little energy left to take his morning constitutional exercises. The Raja allowed no cows to be slaughtered in his territory. It was his custom. It was the Raja's custom. You can say Raja or Raja custom allow no cows to be slaughtered in his territory. He formed a resolution. It was to effect that he would not speculate anymore. He formed a resolution not to speculate more. Everyone should do his duty. India expects this of every man. India expects every man to do his duty. She visits the poor. He is anxious to relieve them of their sufferings. He visits the poor to relieve them of their sufferings. He collects old stamps, even at great expense. This is his hobby. It is his hobby to collect old stamps, even at great expense. He must apologize for his misconduct. It is the only way to escape punishment. The only way for him to escape punishment is to apologize for his misconduct. I have no aptitude for business. I must speak it out frankly. Speak out frankly. I have no aptitude for business. He was desirous of impressing his host, so he was on his behavior in his presence. To impress his host, he was on his best behavior in his presence. That young man has squandered away all his patrimony. He must have been very foolish. That young man must have been very foolish to squander away all his property. He has risen to eminence from poverty and obscurity. It is highly creditable. It is highly creditable for him to have risen eminence from poverty and obscurity. So this is the way you can combine your infinitives. ये थी आपकी एक्सरसाइज नंबर 50. अब मिलते हैं एक्सरसाइज नंबर 51 में. Till then, सब्सक्राइब कीजिए ASA एजुकेशन.